Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Go Buff Yourself and Thousand Faces Presents episode 44 of The WYLDE Beyond. My name is Ethan. I am your dungeon master for the evening, and as always, well, not as always, but as frequently, I am joined by all 6 of the wild things. We are going to Smallville, thank you so much for subbing. We are going to start by saying hello to our wayward bard.
And what a raid!
Holy raid from Sally Quinn. If you aren't following Sally Quinn Creations, which odds are you probably are, since that's the majority of the people currently in the stream, you really should follow Sally Quinn Creations. And if you like TTRPG stuff, please follow along here on our Twitch, on our podcast. Go buff yourself. We have a lot more coming in 2025. Very excited to tell you what. Oh, yes, if you are here with the raid, please refresh your page so it counts as a view. That's awesome. And don't forget to follow. But anyway, I was in the middle of saying hello to the wonderful wild things. We've got Gromp being played by Devon.
Hello.
He's going to have to project because he's working with ancient technology today. We have Bodie, played by Lauren.
What up? Hi, guys. Let's play.
Kieren, or Kai, you will hear both names used interchangeably, played by Sarah. Oh, I did not hear that.
Hello.
There we go. Maybe it was just on my end.
I think I just hit my push to talk a little bit too late.
It's an art, you know. Otto, played by Mav.
Hey, everyone.
Mav, you look naked without the ears and the teeth. You don't have to.
I don't feel like putting that shit on there. I really don't.
I feel you.
It's been a goddamn week.
It took like 35 episodes for you to say, nah, and F that, so I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Morgan, the insatiable stomach, played by Morgan. Oh, I said Morgan. Melon, the insatiable stomach, played by Morgan, or Morgan, played by Melon. Both are probably true.
Screaming, only screaming.
Where does the character end and the player begin? And last but not least, Wraught, played by Joe.
It's me, your favorite girl and only female character in this whole episode.
Only female character is true.
Welcome
We back.
In people's pants.
Well, that's true. Hey, presenting. Welcome back to WYLDE Beyond. It's been a couple weeks, but we are so happy to have you all here. This is going to be, I believe, unless people are really dedicated to playing super close to New Year's, might be our last one for the year. Who knows? Check
I'm
back
dedicated.
for announcements. All right, never mind. We'll talk about it at break. We might come back. I love my players. But a few general stream announcements before we jump in. This is, in pretty much every game on this stream, 18 plus, because I don't know how to control my language. And for drug use in and out of game, potential violent content, maybe some scary things. Shouldn't have any of that this session, but in general, it's an 18 plus stream. Just be aware of that. You can always listen to past episodes. I'm still catching up with WYLDE Beyond, but there's so much to listen to on Go Buff Yourself, including this, City of the Crimson Tower, Mothership, one-shots, just a ton. All right, I think those are my announcements. Let's go ahead and run the intro video so that we can start session 44 of The WYLDE Beyond. we're back. But before we jump in, I was reminded of one more announcement. The Audioverse Awards. You can Google it. It's still up for one more day, and one of our campaigns, The City of the Crimson Tower, is up for an award in the news section. All you have to do is make an account, vote. I don't even know if you have to make an account. Just put your email in. So, super easy. It's in the news section. It's under the City of the Crimson Tower. But if you feel like voting for that, awesome. All right, now on to the game. When we last left the Wild Things, well, not quite when we last left you. A while ago, actually. You all made an agreement with a hag. Bavlorna Blightstraw, one of the hags that makes their home in the Feywild. The deal that was struck was in exchange for information. You all were to break a mirror that belonged to her sister, Scabatha Nightshade. You were initially offered 8 days, but in exchange for more information, negotiated down to 7. That was 6.5 days ago. A lot has happened since then. Ridding the Field of Spring of violent creatures, goblin loggers, rescuing blink dogs. Fitting timing for my dogs to start barking. You can even still hear the blink dogs now. But a lot has been done. But now time is running short. And so now we've been following the Wild Things as they return to the Shroudwood. Accompanying them is Rune, one of the blink dogs who agreed to help. Gideon, an awakened shrub that has become bonded to Otto. Cork, an overly vigilant sword of warning. And the 6 of you. Once arriving in the Shroudwood, finding the getaway gang, the children, who escaped from Granny Nightshade. Upon finding them, the group split in half, with half heading to once again locate the Wayward Pool and the unicorn who resides there, Lamorna. The other half got a little beaten up in a fight, and so needed to stay near the treehouse and take a little nap. And so that is where we left you all. And it's right there that we pick up. We have Gromp and who else heading to find Lamorna? Otto and Wraught. Wonderful. The problem with the Wayward Pool, it's a little wayward. Kind of makes its own way. It isn't exactly where you left it all the time. The other issue is that in order to approach, you all need to look a little like a unicorn. Last time, you accomplished this in a variety of ways, so I'm curious, as the 3 of you are trudging through the dark Shroudwood, aimlessly hoping to stumble once again upon the pool, what are your makeshift unicorn costumes going to be? Otto, I saw your hand first.
Otto wisely just converts his horns back into his head and puts out a unicorn horn.
Just kind of taking the antlers and re-melding them back into kind of a, what is it? Not jackalope. I know there is the term way back from in the Witchlight Carnival for those magical rabbits that have a unicorn. Unicorn horn. I'll look it up. But you just push your antlers back into horn form, no problem. And then I saw Wraught.
I'm going to use minor illusion to give myself a whole unicorn head, except it's like one of those rubber masks you get from Spirit of Halloween, so you can actually still see her dragon mouth sticking out of the rubber mouth. And it flops really badly.
I love the fact that you're using magic and can make it look however you want in this moment, and it still looks like a cheap rubber mask. Fantastic.
The dragon's snout sticking out of its mouth, and the tongue.
Take 3 luck points, because that's ridiculous. And Gromp.
Gromp's feeling a little jaded, and then just grab the sticks off the ground as we're walking, and use his right hand to just hold it to his head.
Which, given that this is your 3rd time at the pool, I think you're pretty confident at this point that you know how to get past the enchantment.
It's all bullshit. That's all fucking bullshit.
And so, you all wander, prepared to appear as unicorns whenever the pool should decide to make itself known. As you are walking, eventually, you start to hear the calm sound of water lapping against a bank. Not ocean waves, just gentle water. And as you push through the trees just a little bit, you see that same low-hanging mist, that same body of water with the small little island in the middle of it. And all of you, Gromp especially since you've been here twice, immediately recognize this as the Wayward Pool. But you still stand on the banks, just this calm water with a heavy rug of fog sitting on top of it. The highest rock on the islet barely visible through the heavy fog about 300 feet away. What do you all do?
That was far easier than last time.
Yeah. It was.
Maybe because they know that we have stuff to do and places to go. And Gromp marches forward.
You start walking forward very quickly, hitting the shoreline, and just continue walking forward. Water rising up to your knees and your thighs as you hold the stick to your head, and you're able to slowly make your way across the water.
I might wait here. I can't swim.
If you hold on to my back, I'll swim you across.
I'm a bit bigger than you now. I think I'll just drag you down. But I'll keep an eye out in case we get attacked by shadow people again. How's that?
Feywild, can you make us a raft, please?
You ask the Feywild for this favor. And the sound of the wind through the trees, the creaking of the branches, the leaves, the water as the wind hits the top of the surface. No raft.
Wait a minute, I'm magic. I'm gonna hold out my hand and use mold earth to bring up the bottom of the lake in little footpaths so I can walk across.
Absolutely. You just create these little
I've got
stepstones.
magic powers.
I also have magic powers, as Gromp continues to trudge.
Soggy, wet, and covered in mud.
And Otto, are you swimming across, walking across?
I'll walk across.
Might as well since they're there. Once the 3 of you make it to the islet, one of you soaking, the other 2 a little less so, you are there for a couple minutes before you see the figure standing on the water in the distance. That equine shape. The horns still attached, and even appears to be glowing slightly in the mist. and Lamorna causing just the slightest ripples on the surface of the water as she walks your way, begins to approach. Hello again, Gromp, Otto, Wraught. What brings you again to my pool?
We came to ask if perhaps you might aid us in what we're about to attempt to do.
That depends how I might. But if you tell me, I'll do what I can.
We plan to rescue a parcel of children, find your mate, and distress a hag. We thought you might be able to help with the distressing part, and maybe even finding your mate.
We see the camera focus on the four of you. Wraught, as you're explaining the general plan, even making a little sketch in the sand of just the general outline of plans as Will had previously explained it all to you. And as that is happening, we cut back we cut back now to the grove where Little Oak is. And where Bodie and Melon and Kieren, all the others, are still remaining. You all stayed here with the intent of a short rest. Easily achievable. Feel free to take it. Use hit dice to recover your hit points as needed. But yes, the three of you will absolutely easily acquire a short rest here. But is there anything the three of you are wanting to do while you are here?
I talked to Will about the layout of the whole building. Like, if he worked for her, just like, where might we find people or specific locations, maybe the mirror? Can he remember really anything about the whole place?
So we cut from at the Wayward Pool, the other three and Lamorna with Wraught making a sketch of a plan in the ground. And we cut over to Will and Kieren as Will is making a sketch on a piece of paper, laying out the general layout of Loom Lurch. It's one big giant tree. Most of it. There's some things that are built outside, but most of her workshop is entirely inside the fallen tree. So, the very first room after the main bridge, that's going to be her parlor, where...
Ethan, this music is giving me high anxiety.
Oh, good. That's healthy. But her parlor is one of the very first rooms after the main entryway bridge. That's, if you set up a meeting with her, that's probably where she'll meet you. There's a door right behind that, though, that leads to the workshop. That's where a lot of the children are going to be. If you're able to free them, I can take care of the others.
Are there any other entrances into the workshop other than going directly through her door? Because I'm not intending to meet with her. I don't want to be her guest and then go in there and like break shit and do all the weird stuff about Feywild rules.
It's possible. There are some other entrances to further into Loom Lurch that you could get into maybe from the gardens if they're unlocked. And then you could backtrack to the workshop from there.
I'm fine with backtracking. I would rather not be in her direct line of sight and have to come through her front door.
The only thing to know is that if you're going the opposite way, that goes straight through the barracks.
What does that mean?
Granny Nightshade is a fan of toys, and that includes her soldiers. Tin soldiers. And their barracks is set up right on the opposite side of the workshop. So the kids are sandwiched between her and the soldiers.
Can they see invisible things?
Not that I know of.
Well, that's a start. So we just need to make sure we're ready to get them out of there when she's not in the workshop. Like, have them ready for, say, when shit hits the proverbial fan.
Well,
and
the goal...
if she goes somewhere else.
And Will reminds you of the general plan that he pulled together. And again, this is just his plan. Doesn't mean you all have to do it. But the plan that he had previously suggested was once you all met up with Granny Nightshade, that the other 3 members of the getaway gang would cause a distraction by alerting her scarecrows that watch her gardens. That would likely pull her away from the conversation and give you all time to get into the workshop. That's his plan.
Okay, so we'll be able to deal with...
Where?
We'll be able to have that at the very end. We have to find a unicorn, apparently, and possibly a mirror. So, I'll go in early, still do the invisible thing that Gromp can do, see what I can find, and then maybe pose myself up with the kids, so that when that happens, maybe shepherd them out and get them away from there.
We will meet you, right?
You and Melon were gonna cause distractions with Rune.
Okay. I'm clear on it now, man. So
Let's stick to... Okay, cool. But other than that, so for some reason my throat's having trouble
You're good.
voice today. He's gonna ask about where if there's like a stable or something, if there's a unicorn around, or anywhere that he had seen a unicorn or something vaguely like a unicorn, because I'm thinking of the freaking enchantment of like, if it's vaguely unicorn shaped, you're a unicorn.
As you,
oh god, I'm thinking of the pages of Dungeon Meshi.
As you're asking about the unicorn, Will just shakes his head. If there's a unicorn there, either I never knew about it, or it happened after I left. I don't know of one.
What about our mirror?
Mirror? Farther into Loom Lurch. Kind of like the back half of it. There's a room. Looks like a tree inside of a tree. You'll understand what I mean if you see it. It's her family tree. The mirror was in there when I was there. I don't know, she might have redecorated, but that's where I saw her mirror.
It's a start.
While this conversation has been happening and Melon has been just passed out up here in the treehouse asleep, Star, the little displacer kitten, has climbed up onto Melon, very Totoro fashion, just like climbing up onto his, broad chest as he's snoring away, and just does a couple turns and settles around the neck area where they kind of disappear amongst the reddish blonde mane.
Perfect. I don't notice a damn thing.
Star just curls up there. And as that happens, Bodie, you just hear in your head, "Master, something is infesting Melon. We should dispatch of it. He does not notice."
Okay, hold on.
Master, it is digging into his fur.
I'll take a look at it. And he is going to gently lean over and see that. Listen, Gork, that is a kitten, a friend, someone we help, someone we like. That is not an enemy. You are okay. Don't grumble at me. You're harshing my vibe.
We cut back now to the Wayward Pool, where Wraught and Gromp and Otto have laid out the plan, as initially explained by Will and then modified by you all. Well, I'm not much for a frontal assault, but I'll watch your progress. And if I see an opportunity to help, I'll do it. Promise.
That's all we can ask, but also I think if you have any kind of sense for unicorn magic, or can at least point us in the right direction once we're there, we have a better chance of finding our second unicorn of this trip.
Eladon. No, I don't know where he is. I do know he's still alive. I can feel that. I would have felt if anything had happened to him, but I don't know where he is. I don't even know for sure that she has him. If you find him, or if you hear anything, though, please help him. He's good.
Can you describe him to me just a little? I might be able to pull some weird magic if it comes down to it.
Gray hair like shining steel. Eyes that could see through anything. Mane white. And the way he sings, nothing like it. Maybe hand a half taller than myself.
All right, that's hopefully good enough. We'll give it a shot.
Yeah, now we know that he's a good singer, so that it'll probably be a lot easier
That'll
to find
definitely help with the spell I'm thinking about, knowing that this unicorn is a good singer. Thank you.
Oh, I'm happy I could help. You all help me, so whatever I can do in return. When do you leave?
Now.
All right.
On cue, Gromp will bow and right when Wraught says now and start heading back into the water.
Gromp, I can make us some oh, too late.
Lamorna walks alongside you all, whether you are walking in the water or on the stepstones. You won't see me until it's time. If you don't see me, well, that might mean that everything went right. And if I don't see you after, thank you for being friends.
Gromp kind of gives a groan as he's trudging through and turns back around. It's been quite a pleasure. It was very nice meeting you. Sorry for barging out like that. Another bow.
As
and then starts
you
walking.
bow, Gromp, did you ever find what you were looking for the last time you were here? I didn't want to bother you.
I think it'll be a lifelong search.
The best things
Thank you.
always are.
Aren't they?
Good luck, friends. See you on the other side. And we watch the three of you head away from the wayward pool, the shape of Lamorna as she stands on the surface of the lake watching after you, just becoming darker and more obscured in the fog as you all walk back into the forest. And for...
Anybody else get this warm, fuzzy feeling after that? Because I hate it.
Called having a heart, Wraught.
No, that sounds fake.
Honestly, I could only think about how we should have asked for wishes, but I didn't want to be presumptive that that was an option.
I mean, I talked to, like, Oberon himself and asked a stupid question, so, I mean, we're 2 for 2 at this point.
Now, was there anything the three of you wanted to do or discuss on the way back to Little Oak? Okay. Doesn't have to be. Then for the ease of the narrative, the 3 wayward members return. The 3 who had been here to take a nap or solidify plans and just recover. If you haven't already, use your hit dice. If you're going to, be sure to do so. Take that short rest. And as the 3 return, where do they find Melon, Kieren, and Bodie? Considering it's been, let's just say, a little over an hour. Hour 15.
Kai's also asleep on Melon's chest, curled up into a tight ball.
Star,
almost like a cat.
Star has rearranged herself and is now on top of you.
Out cold hasn't noticed a thing.
Okay, so Bodie are you still conscious?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
He is separated himself from the group just a bit and gone outside and leaned against Little Oak, right?
Not
and
Treebeard, despite
not
what a DM might have accidentally said last time.
Nah, tree beard. That's how it is
don't
now.
know a DM that would ever say
No, who would do that?
Make that comparison for a talking tree. So he's just sitting there and he's kind of just mumbling to himself as he is delicately journaling about the serenity of this place, how he feels calm. He's not thinking of where he's going, he's just thinking of where he is. And he likes that and wanted to write it down that he was grateful.
As you're writing down and muttering a little bit to yourself, you hear the shifting of the moss, the creaking of the bark as Little Oak rearranges himself slightly. Those of you still upstairs feeling the movement, it's kind of like being on a cruise ship that only occasionally hits waves and movement, where it'll be perfectly still, but then suddenly it'll readjust and you have to adjust to the new slope of the treehouse. But as this happens, Little Oak looking over at you, Bodie. You remind me of the wind, murmuring, but saying nothing.
I do that a lot. And
why are you not with your friends?
wind isn't so bad. People need it, but they got their own thing kind of going, man, and I'm cool with that. And I'm used to, and he puts his journal onto his chest and kind of shrinks his head into his shell just a little bit, and just getting kind of used to it. And it's devil, man,
You say this, and Little Oak doesn't say anything. Just keeps looking at you with these eyes almost as tall as you are. Are you sure?
I don't know if I've ever been sure about anything in my life, really, but it's just what I do, man. If you got something to say to me, and he kind of lets his neck come out a little bit, I would really, really respect your opinion. I don't know what I'm doing out here between you and me. And he kind of lets himself sink a little bit. I could really use a hand finding my way.
Little Oak lifts his head to the wind, rather quickly causing a audible commotion from inside the treehouse as a few of the getaway gang, Little Oak, what's happening? Hold on there! As things start sliding around at the sudden movement. Lifts his head to the wind blowing the mossy beard as he closes his eyes. I have stood alone here for a very long time. My roots are deep, and I have been fine. But if I had the choice to stand in an ancient grove, its sole sentinel, or to have even one rooted beside me, I think sometimes the wind would not blow so hard if there were someone else to help break it.
That's gotta be the truth, man. I know I've always really appreciated teammate, and I appreciate my teammates in there too. Do
they appreciate you?
They've never really given me a reason to feel like they don't. I mean, everybody got their problems, man. But I don't know, they treated me mostly good. From as far as I know, I'm an easy kind of guy.
I like you, Bodie.
Holy shit, that means so much to me, you don't even realize. I'm sorry, go ahead.
We are more alike than most. Used to standing alone, carrying those who love us on our backs. But one day, Will and the gang will grow up and leave, and Little Oak will be alone. And just turns his head down to look at you.
I may not live as long as you, but I'd come back if you want. Someone to talk to. Or you could have an animal sanctuary. But I don't know if you want that, man. Yeah, I don't know.
When the time comes, I will look for you. And if you ever feel alone in the grove, you don't have to be.
Bodie just reaches out his hand and kind of just gently touches the bark of this tree.
Never forget, Bodie, how lucky you are to be able to make the choice to be alone. And at that point, the snapping of twigs and creaking of branches and maybe a little bit of conversation likely between Gromp and Wraught going back and forth. The arrival of the other half of your teammates is announced as they return back to Little Oaks Grove, and everyone is back here together.
Hey.
I'm gonna get up in Bodie's face. Did that thing give you a cold? Your eyes are really red. I'm gonna poke at his nose.
Yeah. And he kind of shrugs off a little bit, but not in like a mean way. I'm just processing some feelings, and my friend here was helping me out.
Well, as long as you're not sick, because every time somebody around me gets sick, I get sick.
Yeah, okay, I will make sure that I'm not sick. What if I am sick? Now I'm worried.
Then stay
that
away
I'm
from
sick.
me.
Well, now I'm worried that I'm sick, but
No. Now you have to go stand over there because I'm suspicious.
Why? And he's gonna go walk to the other side. Hi, guys.
Hey, Bodie.
I just looked over your shoulder. I see that. I don't know if I was supposed to see this. It seems like you're journaling about how you're feeling right now, but really you should be focused on tomorrow. If you want to journal about that, maybe, because we got a lot going on.
Yup, absolutely do, and I'm ready to go. You tell me where to go and how to be there. We're getting this done.
Okay, thanks, Bodie.
Gromp, it's today, not tomorrow. We're doing this now.
Yeah, it's now.
Right now?
Yeah, we gotta go.
I didn't get my pre-fight nap or anything.
You're fine.
You look over, you probably still see Melon and Kai out cold.
So Melon gets his pre-fight nap?
You had the option to have a pre-fight nap, and you decided to go talk to a unicorn.
Well, obviously I thought there were going to be wishes involved. So, here we are.
That's on you. You should have asked.
Kai's gonna get up and stretch like a cat, which is very weird to see a goat man doing. It's like, yeah, well, you didn't get your ass handed to you by, like, a giant fucking troll rotting flower. I don't even know what hit us anymore.
I could never get my ass handed to me, so...
Sounds like a you problem, and maybe learning how to talk to women.
As this has been happening, the getaway gang, Sloan, Zenor, Bobby, and Will, have been making their final preparations. We cut down to all of you standing at the base of Little Oak, along with the 4 members of the getaway gang, and Gideon and Clapperclaw. We haven't seen much from Clapperclaw for a while because he's been just chilling on the outskirts here of this area. But the ones who aren't participating in this plan hang back a little bit farther, mostly seeing you all off. The next row, Sloan, Zenor, and Bobby, then Will, then you all. Will steps towards you all. Well, everybody ready to do this?
Do we get to have a chant? Go team. I'm gonna stick my hand out.
Go team. Puts his hand in.
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't die, I guess.
Go team.
Don't get cursed by a hag.
I'm gonna wait until everybody gets their hands in and put my paw in, just like wrap around everybody else's.
Go
For
team.
the kids.
For the kids.
For the kids.
We then are going to cut forward a little bit, unless anyone has any objections.
Ethan, do we get a map? If
Ethan, do we
if
get a
Whale
fact
drew
break?
one?
I mean, it's a tree. So I
Oh, wait, hang on. Are you mean like because a growing tree or like a fallen
tree. So it's all in a line.
Oh shit! Okay, when you were saying it's a tree, I was like, is it a
you
tree
said
house?
fallen tree.
Okay, I
a
missed
down
the fallen
tree.
part.
But yeah, it all like starts at the base and is built up, and it's just a long lying tree. Which, speaking of, Will escorts you all most of the way here, because unlike the Wayward Pool, this is a static location. He also gives you one piece of background about this place as he's pushing a way through the forest, with Sloane and Zenor and Bobby taking up the rear. This place, before Granny Nightshade took it over, it actually used to be a hunting lodge, belonging to the Green King himself.
Oh, that cryptic asshole.
This was his, before he took it over. Or this was his before she took it over. And
And then he just and vanished? Nobody can give me a straight answer.
he did. After the War of the Seasons. No one saw him. He pulls back some underbrush as he crouches down, the rest of you able to crouch down and get a view, as he pulls the foliage away so that you can look. And what you see in the distance, you're looking at kind of from a 45-degree angle from the side, but he points and you see a easily 300-foot tall tree down on its side, and there are lights that you can see from inside of the tree itself. The area where you are in the forest is exceedingly dark. There are 3 living trees that seem to actually grow naturally out of the fallen remains of this one larger tree. The shapes of those resemble towers, candlelit windows that you can see twinkling in the gloom, wooden balconies encircling gnarled branches. And on the side of the tree closest to you, there is firelight and what looks like stalls, caravans, merchant stalls set up out here with colorful awnings, red and blue, and I believe another color as well. Let's see. Yes, there you can see a stall with a red awning, a blue awning, and a green awning. There is firelight and torchlight in here because the forest itself, like I said, extremely dark. The fire from the campfire and the torches, the only real light in the area, along with other torches and occasional small to large insects that pulse their own self-created light across the boughs and canopies. You also see a gnarled bridge formed from tangled tree roots that crosses a dried up riverbed. It starts on the side of the riverbed you are currently on and leads into the tree and seems to descend into the marketplace area. Will points out to all of you. See the fires in the stalls? That's the Goblin Market. If you go down there, you might be able to, if you pose as travelers or traders, might be able to find someone there to set up a meeting with Granny Nightshade.
Hey, Wraught, didn't you flirt with a goblin?
Yes, but I was disguised as a goblin. I don't necessarily want to use up another spell.
Yeah.
Well, you were from, like, a company or something. I was listening, I was still there. Yeah, like, you could say you're, like, a coworker or something. Ocean, something like that.
Yeah, well, at the same time, last time we visited, the whole logging camp got shut down, so I don't know if that's a great choice.
Well, he liked you.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that she likes me, because the whole operation of felling trees got shut down the second we visited.
Oh, you're going to have a meeting about that.
Let's
The goblin will never know.
I also got invited to a threesome, and that was weird. What do we think? Do we go in as Ocean Spectre goblins, or just humble travelers wanting a nice meeting?
We still need to get the spell or figure out a way to make a leafy stone or lacy stone. We already have one part of it without the unicorn horn part. We just need to get the ingredients or the spell to do it. So we can pose as people looking a way to get out. Let them know that we already have half of the ingredients necessary, and we just figure out a way to go about it that way. The rest of the three
Travelers
that
it
cause
is.
distraction, find a walk around, don't get caught, don't let them see you. We go in separately so they don't know that we're together.
Hey, should Chaos Squad maybe hang back?
Chaos Squad should go find a place to cause chaos and wait for the sign.
Although,
Sign for chaos, yes.
Chaos. Okay.
once you guys are about to
God,
go
I
in,
love it.
Gromp, I need you to cast invisibility on me. I'm gonna do the scoping around, seeing what I can find.
Gotcha. Does anyone else want, feel like that could be helpful for them?
How long does it last?
An hour. Concentration.
Hell yeah.
If it's concentration, it's only one person. But if you want to play us a little song to raise our spirits,
I actually don't take requests.
I'm gonna strangle him.
What about
Well,
blatant begging? If I'm gonna be running around, I need all the help I can get. I'm a goat.
What about demands?
Okay, so
I wish
to
hear a
move
song.
things forward, are there any buffs you all are wanting to cast now
So out
as you go
out
buff
of
yourself?
character, Bark Inspiration only lasts 10 minutes. So I can do it now if you think that you're gonna get into trouble in the next 10.
Just in case.
So it sounds like
no one else
Kai
wants-
and Gromp and Melon and Bodie are the two kind of work together squads, and I'm going with Otto down to the Goblin Market. And you guys need to scout around the outside of the tree to find a good place that you guys think that you could either get in or cause the most chaos.
And Wraught should be connected with Kai so I can tell her what I find.
I mean,
And like if you have negotiations.
first and foremost, Wraught was saying something about sign. Do we know what the sign is?
It's called me telling it to Kai telepathically, and then Kai kicking something loud off.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
just
That's what we're gonna wait for.
I just want to make sure
Okay.
that I'm understanding this correctly, and this will be phrased in a way that will probably make you think I'm discouraging it. I'm just clarifying. You all are splitting the party going into the hag's lair, yeah? Cool.
Say it like that.
No, I'm for it.
I'm not gonna do anything other than scope around. I'm not touching shit.
I'm
Here's the
just
thing,
asking
everybody
a
else is going to
totally
hang around
innocuous
and
question.
wait to... Yeah, here's the thing. It's better if we do, because we need people outside to drag her in different directions, and her soldiers in different directions. Otto and I will do our best inside.
And then second of all, I'm pretty sure during the walkover something was mentioned about these scarecrows. And it's like, hey, what if Chaos Squad uses the flamethrower to just burn the scarecrows down? That's pretty chaotic.
I would call that chaos.
Otto?
Otto, what do you think?
That's fine, but we also need a safe spot to meet if things go wrong, where we take the kids.
Little Oak.
All right.
That's
I
a
mean,
good
what
call.
about, yeah, Little Oak is the idea, but what about immediately when they're broken out? Sorry, this is out of kitchen. This is straight up, it's like logistical planning.
Which is totally valid, doesn't have to be done in character.
I don't know, maybe under the bridge in the dry riverbed, it's like meet there for your contacts to get you out.
I think that's fair. And Kai's gonna want to take the bottle of the alcohol from Wraught, the eternal stuff, because unless anybody has fireworks or something, Kai doesn't have magic. So in order to do something big and kind of explosive, it's probably gonna be alcohol and a torch. And then beating feet.
Well, let's get her done.
I have a quick out of character. Yeah, you can go first.
No, go for it. You said something first.
Well, this is out of character, so if you're...
Yeah, mine will be too.
Okay. So I do have this spell, which, if I stay within this spell, all of you guys can come in and out of it, but no one else can come in or cast spells into it. Is that something that... What do we think about this?
That'd be helpful
Do
for
you
under
wanna-
the bridge.
It would just
So
mean that
using
I have to
Gromp
spend-
as the point of reconnaissance because you can make a safe space.
It takes a minute to cast, so I can't like do it in battle. It'd have to be prior.
Does
Is
that
it
require
concentration?
It's not concentration.
And how long does it last?
8 hours.
Oh.
It's Liam's tiny hut.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Joe, I'm gonna give you bark skin. It's just gonna make your scales way more pronounced.
Crackle, 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 crackle like a pine cone.
My question, because I
That
kind
lasts
of,
for 8 hours, an hour, I think. Sorry.
I kind of immediately just went when I was like, "Wait, are we splitting? Oh no, wait, oh gosh." So
Just because he killed us last time.
that's my thing here. So I'm struggling a bit to follow the thread. So me and Melon are. What are we gonna do? We're gonna like wrestle loudly outside of this area, cause a big scene and a fight.
Oh god, no. We're gonna go burn
Wow.
some scarecrows and some crops.
We're burning it. Okay.
To be clear,
not
that is generally what the other 3 members of the getaway gang, Bobby, Sloan, and Zenor, were going to be doing, was alerting the scarecrows to cause a distraction out there. So if you would be heading to the scarecrows, you would likely be joining those 3.
But if you can go opposite of the scarecrows and do something else over there,
Ooh, yeah, what is on the other side? If we've got the time, can we scope out what's on the other side and see what's over there?
Well, what you see from right here on the other side is the market is the main thing that you can see from here that is on that side. There is something else towards the far back of the tree, but it's a bit of a distance away. You can't quite make out exactly what it is from here.
Drunken market fight or arson?
I would think that.
Arson, great idea.
Oh, okay. Whatever you want to do, man. I just don't want anybody to get hurt that didn't have to be, and that includes plants, man.
Oh, I was hoping for the maximum hurt.
Okay, so who,
I support you, man.
as you all have done your buffing and all of that, and Will bids you adieu until he meets up with you again, who is going where?
Otto and I are going to go down to the Goblin Market,
Okay.
dressed as normal, to see about a meeting with Granny Nightshade.
Okay.
Kai,
Bodie?
after he gets invisibility, is going to look for a way into the log, probably around where Will was saying the her toys, the barracks are.
Got it.
Just try to see if he can find a way in to start scoping things out and find what he can find.
Okay.
Bodie, do you and I want to go to the outskirts of the Goblin Market and find the flammable building?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll clear, make sure nobody's inside that doesn't need to be there, and then we'll take it down.
Nah, then we're just gonna find a building. Yeah.
Okay.
And Gromp?
So, I think I think that we should set up this home base somewhere where it'll be useful for us. If you guys are in danger, you can run back here. Where do we think that should be? And I kind of also direct that to Will.
Will, here? I mean, here's as good a place as any, right?
You feel like this is a nice central location that everyone can get back to easily? Not easily, maybe. But...
Hopefully we won't need it, but if so, it's not too far from the main entrances, but it's far enough that maybe they won't accidentally stumble on it.
Good. Everyone gather around. And we all get close as from the ground you see this dark sphere start to encapsulate everyone until it fully grows above us. And inside is very nice, decent decor. There's one small little hand-drawn picture that I made, and that's the only thing that you can see. And now we have it.
Just this
But I have to stay here.
little dome that is transparent from the outside, or transparent from the inside, but opaque from the outside, just rises into being around you all. And now you all can freely move in and out of the hut. But for it to stay up, Gromp can't leave it.
So I will do everything I can to help from in here. Wraught, feel free to message me if you guys need me.
I have to be able to see you, Gromp.
Well, I can message you without having to be able to see you, so I'm just saying. Let's be nice.
Aren't you
Sure.
special?
All right,
Must be nice
so
to meet
She's already got a connection to me at this point, so come on.
so Bodie and I wait for fireball from Kai to light buildings on fire. Yeah, I like this.
Okay? Where are the two of you, Bodie and Melon? Where are you going to be waiting?
I'm assuming there's forest surrounding probably 20 to 30 feet into the woods, but still in a good enough area where we can see a bit further down the log, considering what they were saying is like, cool, it's reception, barracks, yada yada. So it's like, I want to be able to see in the yada yada area.
Bodie, are you in agreement?
To go and explore our inner curiosity instead of just getting to the point. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Well, then with Kieren invisible, Wraught. Oh, yeah.
I was just gonna say, as I make you invisible, Kai, I give you a wink, just pat on the back. I believe in you, and Bardic as well.
And what was the dice for that?
Bardic Inspiration at this level, I think, is a D8. Yep, D8. And so, with the plan officially fully laid out, Gromp inside this opaque dome, Melon and Bodie heading out one way to kind of walk behind the goblin market through the forest, Kieren stealthing off a different way, and Wraught and Otto walking in the front bridge. Let's take a quick bathroom break so everyone can deal with that, and we will be back here in just about 5 to 7 minutes, y'all. Don't go anywhere. Let's see how a 4-way split of the party goes, shall we? Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So, Gromp, you are watching as your companions depart from the tiny hut that you created. Rune the Blink Dog traveling with Bodie and Melon. Kieren, invisible, off to find alternative means of entrance into Loom Lurch. And Wraught and Otto to play the normies. And so, we're going to start with a stealth check from the three who are being stealthy. This will be at advantage for Kieren, but Bodie and Melon, you'll make this straight.
Oh, even though we're much further deeper into the forest.
Well, that will
thinking
impact
there?
the DC for them to see you. It won't impact your roll.
25.
Nice.
Rogue.
Bit above average, 12. Because I have disadvantage.
Okay.
Yay.
I have a -1, but I got a 17.
Heck yeah. Sounds perfect. All right, give me 1 sec to double check one thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So with those noted, we're actually going to start with Wraught and Otto. Oh, Jesus. There's a cat toy. 2 seconds.
I step on a mouse as I walk down.
2 seconds. Where'd it go? Where's that cat toy? I heard it. I don't even know where it is. Oh no.
The joys of a live playthrough, everybody. You won't hear this part
the cats will find it,
part of
and
the
then
other
I'll
part.
find it again.
It's okay.
Quick
Cats.
drop character secrets.
All right. Otto and Wraught. The two of you begin to approach a gnarled bridge formed by tangled tree roots that crosses this dry riverbed. And the bridge splits 2 ways. One, a ramp leading down that heads directly to the little outdoor open-air market that you noticed earlier. The straightaway path heads into the base of the fallen tree, where there is a door that is flanked by 2 soldiers. They are very, kind of comical looking in that they have very spherical bodies, spherical heads, holding pikes in almost identical. They look like toy soldiers. Their legs spindly in comparison to their rotund bodies. And there's the path straight ahead and the path that leads down.
So, do all the witches, all the siblings or the sisters have branding?
The hags? You mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the other one had the frogs and Melon died.
Huh?
And this one has the toys and the children?
Yeah.
Do we want to take bets on what the third one has?
Snowmen?
I was going to say bears as I walk down into the market.
Then I follow.
As the two of you step down into the market, you catch the quickest glimpse of 3 of your companions, Melon and Bodie and Rune, slipping deep into the surrounding tree line. There are, like I said, 3 stalls situated in this clearing, lit by torches and candles and a larger campfire-style central fire. Goblins are working quickly all around here. It seems like 2 are working each stall, but there are also occasionally these even smaller goblin-like creatures, and instead of greenish or yellow skin, they have pinkish, wrinkled skin. And you see them every now and then darting back and forth, carrying supplies from here to there. The tin soldiers that you see around here have bright silver helmets, poofy red and white striped shoulders, like I said, keg-shaped torso, and their heads are these painted spheres of tin that, as you move past, will very mechanically follow your path for a moment and then go back to stationary.
Don't like that. Nope.
There is one strange-looking goblin here who has, for a head, what appears to be a toffee apple, and is muttering to himself quietly as he watches over, seems to watch over the market. Like I said, there are 3 stalls, each with different color awning and seem to have different wares. The stall with the red awning, as you walk into the marketplace, seems to be selling candies. There are candied ant lollipops, sugared beetles, jellied worms, caramelized giant spider legs. The blue stall has trinkets and toys, while the green stall seems to sell oddities of various types. Melon?
Ethan, I made the wrong choice. Can I go in town instead?
Do you want to push your way out of the tree line?
No!
Oh, God, no.
Then I guess not.
No, it's more of
I mean, if you want to just walk out of the tree line, sure. They probably won't think anything of it. You can do whatever you want. But that is what you all, the 2 of you, see. And the 3 in the tree line would see generally the same thing. A little bit harder to see exact details, though.
Shall we drop a little gold for goodwill and ask about an appointment?
Sure. I mean, that's fine. What's that? The blue one again?
Trinkets.
Oh, trinkets. All right. I like knickknacks and trinkets, and maybe we can get some candy for later. Too,
I'll go to the candy stall if you want to pick one of the others, and we'll convene at the 3rd and see if we can get our way in.
Yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna go to the trinket one.
And I'll go to the candy one.
All right. We're going to cut really quick, though, to Kieren, as the 2 of you settle up and head towards 2 of the stalls. Kieren, are you going to be walking around the same direction that the others are going, or are you going to head in the opposite direction to see what can be seen on the previously unseen side of Loomlurch?
Yeah, I'm assuming that if Wraught sees a door inside on her side, she'll let me know, but I'm going to look at the other side.
Got it. So you cross underneath the gnarled bridge, pretty much right as they're walking over your heads. And you hear the creaking as they walk down the ramp into the market, and you tuck off and head to the left as they go to the right. And as you cross over and head this way, you see gardens on this side. A large outdoor garden that runs almost the entire length of the downed ancient tree. There is a basin that is filled with plants and fungi that stretches out all along this side. You can see a pumpkin patch at one end, steaming compost heap, ramshackle pens where there are pigs and goats, bedraggled scarecrows hanging from tall wooden stakes in the basin's wooded slope. There are also, you can see from here, several balconies and a couple even ground level doors that seem to, from this side of the tree, head into it.
Ooh, sorry. Does anything seem like it's going to be accessible from the ground?
There are 2, like I said, ground level doors that you're able to spot right here. You might also be able to climb up to the balconies of the other ones. It's up to you.
I think it depends on if like doors are locked or something. I'm gonna want to see if I can get towards a door. Maybe actually, wait. You said fungus. Do I recognize any of the mushrooms there?
Sure. If you head over to that area, there
I
are.
want to look in, but I don't really trust the garden.
Make me a nature check as you head that way, just to see if you recognize the mushrooms. For every 5 above 5, you will recognize a different type of the mushroom there, because there are several.
And I only recognize one because I rolled an 11.
Well, so I will say you recognize 2. One of them, yellow, very bright yellow, like lemon level yellow. And with an 11, you know that this type of mushroom called a butterfly saddle is safe to eat, good in recipes. But the other one that you recognize is because you've plucked one of them. Is this pink and blue, almost dripping looking cap that looks kind of like an umbrella, as it's another patch of hummingbellas here.
If there's some really easily accessible ones, I want to pocket 1 or 2 of them if I can.
Absolutely. Just go ahead and grab some, no problem. In terms of the
internally, I'm groaning at myself because I said I was going to touch anything, but if they're really rare mushrooms, I want one.
That's totally fine. You're still invisible, though, and you managed to pluck that, no problem. And in terms of ground level doors into the Loom Lurch itself, you spot, like I said, 2. There's one closer to where you came in, that there's just a little ramp leading up to it. And there's one you can barely see just a little farther on, closer to like the 2/3 section of the tree. Which one would you like to head to first, if either?
The ground level one?
So the one that you don't have to go up a ramp? Sure.
Yeah, but trying to like skirt around, not like walk straight through the garden, I guess.
Absolutely. You make your way carefully that way. You note that door that goes up a ramp. You note the balconies, just for reference. Then you head towards this one. There's a simple door leading in, like I said, currently closed. There is a large protruding root that grows near this tree that kind of obscured your vision of it at first, but as you come around, like you said, not moving directly through, you see the door, and you see next to the door a relatively large rocking horse, creaking softly. As it rocks back and forth near the door. It has peeling paint that covers its limbs, the rocker itself thick with moss, and it has, as rocking horses tend to, have this smile, this human-like smile on the horse face, but the way it's done looks more like a rictus grin. And that's what you notice.
And it's just a horse.
Looks like a rocking horse, yeah.
Devon, I see your face like something. Devon's face makes me think that there's something more about this horse.
But what do you think?
I think she's obsessed with toys. And I think that might not be a rocking horse.
but that's just Sarah. So can Kai make any sort of like check
Sure.
to see anything weird about it?
You can either make a perception check from here or get a little bit closer, and then things will be easier.
I don't want to be in its direct line
Okay,
of sight.
totally
Is there
cool.
any way I can skirt
Yeah,
around it?
you can still make a perception check.
I'm absolutely going to do a perception check.
Yeah, let's do it.
17.
17. The peeling paint, the moss, all of that speaks of age. But there's something you didn't notice about this rocking horse at first, and it was because of your angle. But you move a little bit, and you notice there's a depression, a circular depression in the middle of the horse's forehead.
I'm going to do the mental message to Wraught of, I think I found the unicorn. She turned it into a rocking horse, and it doesn't have its horn. So if she mentions something about that, let me know.
And with that, we're going to cut back towards the goblin market. We still see Gromp first, farthest away, watching all of this from inside the tree line, unable to really move the trees and branches to get a better view. But you see two of your friends you can still kind of make out as Wraught and Wraught and Otto are moving through the goblin market.
As I see them briefly, Otto hears, "You got this, buddy. I'm looking out for you guys."
Otto responds back saying, "Thanks, bud. I'm really appreciating. I'm happy you're here. All right? I mean that."
Yes, man, I'm gonna keep sending messages every once in a while so you can respond back to me and let me know if I need to come help. I'll be watching out.
We see Rune and Melon and Bodie pushing through the trees. Where are we going? Rune looks up to one of you. If we wish for a distraction, one of those goblins would certainly make quite the noise. Give one to me, and I will make him scream.
Excellent plan.
Oh my god.
But
What, were you thinking something else?
wait, is he speaking in Sylvan or in Common?
Sylvan.
Oh, I don't understand shit. Never mind. Ignore me.
He doesn't speak common.
Yeah, I'm not gonna recommend that. So, and he doesn't.
Then what are we doing?
I was under the impression that we were going into the woods to then come tearing ass out of them, drawing attention to ourselves and setting fire to a building and then running back.
Well,
As
that
a
sounds
distraction.
like a very similar plan to mine. But we need the goblin whose ass to tear.
Oh, you don't have to kill an innocent, but you know what, man? I shouldn't kill someone. It's just, I don't know,
So-
man. It feels weird.
Do we wait here until then?
Melon,
Yeah, what's up?
do you want to run screaming out of the woods right now and get this shit going? What do you want to do? Time is ticking. And I feel oddly directionless for some unknown and mythic reason.
Well, I would absolutely love to go ham out on goblins. God, it is so fun. It's just, they squish and squeak so easily. I would love to, Now is the time for, God, what's the word? Restraint?
You say that, and Rune, just like anyone who owns dogs, fully understands the grumble and groan I'm talking about, as Rune just walks in a circle 3 times and lays down and just lets out a... rests his head and starts to close his eyes, because, like dogs do, whenever there's the opportunity for a nap.
Yeah, we genuinely need to wait for the signal. It's like, okay, now is the time for chaos. I mean, unless we think that we could snatch 1, 2, maybe even 3, it'd be great, the more the merrier, and then keep them quiet for long enough.
Yeah, I doubt that very freaking highly.
I know, it's just so easy to kill them, and it's so fun.
As this...
Wait, why don't we...
No, please.
Wait, why don't we, since, guys, this is a great exercise, so patience, number 1, is a good exercise in general, because life doesn't always go the way you want it initially, and it doesn't always happen in due time. Number 2, I think it's great we're in the woods. You know what's in the woods? Mushrooms and other shit that we can identify. Let's go grab a fucking bunch of them, man. I would go... What?
Shh.
Oh, no, man.
Master,
I'm not
he has a
super
bit of a
patient.
point. We are supposed to be sneaking around.
Yeah.
It is the time.
But when it is time to make a
play.
distraction, could someone tell me? I think I could really use a primal yop.
Yes. You will be unsheathed and ready for battle.
Good. I will wait. Because there are
Yeah,
many
but-
enemies there, Master. I don't know if you have counted. That is a whole lot. And we are only 3. We have separated again. This is a terrible idea, Master.
I think
But I'm here for it.
I think what we should do after attacking is immediately disengage and run away.
So as this
Yeah,
conversation
Bodie.
is happening, the camera just pushes forward just a little bit to Otto and Wraught settling up to their chosen stalls. Wraught, you went to the red stall. Now these stalls, like I said, there are carts out here, but the stalls themselves are carved partially into the trees themselves. So they have like little counters, candlelit alcoves where the goblins are inside working, the colored awnings hanging overhead from which different wares and goods hang and blow in the wind. And like I said at the candy stall, it's largely candied things you might be able to find in the Shroudwood. Lots of insects. But as you walk up, the first goblin,
Huh? Get you something?
Hi. Yes, I love all of this. This is wonderful. What are your prices?
What you offering?
Do you take gold or only like the weird Feywild shit?
Gold is fine, but yeah, if you got something better, I could take something better if you got that.
I will give you the tips of my toe claws.
Tips of your toe claws. Okay, what candy you want?
Can I have one of everything?
Oh, you gotta give me more than one thing for
What if
one of
I give
everything.
you my entire pinky toe claw? Dragon claws?
All your claws. Hmm?
No, not all of them. The candies aren't
Well,
that
they're not
good.
all my
Unless you're
candy.
giving me... They're not your candies. You didn't make
No,
them.
you can't have all of them if you're not giving me all of them. Fair is fair.
I said one of each, not everything.
Well, then give me one of each of yours.
I was offering you one of each, one of my pinky
Okay,
toes.
that one and 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 that one. And points to all
no
of
deal.
yours. One for one. You give me one claw, you have one candy.
I'll just pay with gold.
Boring.
all right, how many pieces do you want?
Depending on the cost, I'd like to try one of everything because I have Melon.
Sure, yeah. If you're using gold, they charge a lot more because it's boring to them. So it's 5 gold a pop.
Jesus, what a conversion rate.
They don't value gold that much.
And there's, 5 different kinds?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes.
Yeah, alright, I'll get one of each.
Easy. Come back if you change your mind if you want more. Know where to find me. Sucker.
I do, but also I have a question.
You didn't hear
I
that
was
last part,
told-
did you?
I heard the last part. Yes, I know where to find you.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Exactly. That's the last part, definitely.
I definitely, as Joe, missed something there.
Good.
Great. I also was wondering, do you know how to set up a meeting with the lady of the house?
Huh? Oh, Granny? No. No. Maybe.
Points over towards the goblin with the, essentially what looks like a rotting caramel apple for a head.
Ask Chucklehead. He's boss man out here. He knows. If anyone knows.
In that case, I'll go ask him.
Hey!
Thank you so
Wait.
much.
You owe me. I gave you information. Reciprocity.
Will you trade it for in a kiss?
What's your name?
You can call me Dragon Lady.
Dragon Lady.
And mutters to himself.
And I'll head off.
All
And
right.
as I'm going, I'm going to take the candied scorpion and like start chewing on it in the corner of my mouth.
Could you roll me a d8 as you start chewing on that?
The read.
Oh, fun. Prior to all separating, Melon cast Barkskin on you. So your scales were already a little hardened and a little bit more pronounced than usual. Right now, though, as you start to chew on this, your scales look like, or go from looking like they are a little bit more pronounced to actually...
Like pangolin.
Right. To actually looking like you are carved out of wood. And from your feet, roots begin to sprout out of your toes and the heels of your feet.
Got your toe claws!
I'm going to pick myself up on my wing hands so that she can curl her feet up under her. What a delight. And I'm going to stalk off on my wing hands.
Yeah, as just like these roots drag behind you, gathering the fallen leaves like a broom. Otto, you head over to the blue stall. It's very close to the green stall. The blue stall, like I said, predominantly trinkets. As you walk up here, you see something that looks like a unicorn cookie cutter, a music box, there's a severed chicken's foot hanging from a leather cord, a flask of what looks like glowing worms. But the green stall, that has some interesting things set out outside of it. One of them looks like padded armor, cloth armor, but there's a lot of straw. Like it has a gorget that seems to be made out of straw or hay. It's a little unusual. There is sitting on the counter of the green one, in a glass case, what looks almost like a cartoon bomb, but seems to be covered in a gelatinous black liquid. There's also a totally bare head of cabbage that right in front of it, in a handwritten note, just says Warhead. There's also a blackjack, the hitting someone style, that has a smaller handwritten sign in front of it that says, slightly used, previously owned by Boblin.
Roll credits.
Gotta have a Boblin the Goblin. So those are the things you see here at the blue stall and the green stall.
Otto's going to walk over to the green stall and look at the things. No, he's gonna look what's at the blue stall first. Let's go look at what they got at the blue stall.
Sure, yeah, no problem at all. The older goblin woman that you approach.
Take a look. Let me know if you find anything you like.
And what do I see for trinkets was at the blue stall?
That was the place with like the unicorn cookie cutter, the music
Got it.
box, severed chicken's foot, glowing worms in a flask. And
In
as
Goblin.
you... Oh, okay. Yeah, proceed.
In Goblin, in Goblin, Otto's gonna ask about the actually no, we're not gonna talk in Goblin. We're gonna talk in Common or Sylvan, whichever one works. Gonna ask about the music box.
She slides it forward to you and just spreads her hands, the long yellowed claw-like fingernails, as she just spreads her hands in a gesture of after you, as she pushes it towards you. You wind it up and open it, and the lid of the music box starts to open. And as it opens, it's a mimic. So as the chest opens, it has teeth and a tongue that lolls out. But the song that it plays is still that tinkling, ding, 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 very gentle notes. And the song that it plays, Otto, you recognize immediately. You haven't heard it in years. It's a lullaby your mother used to sing you. You haven't heard it since you left home, since you were a child. But there it is. And the goblin watches you.
Know it, don't you?
Yeah. Vaguely, I remember it. And
I'll trade it to you. Song for a song.
Sure.
She reaches forward with her long, clawed fingers to shake your hand.
It's another one of the Fey deals, aren't they?
Small one.
Otto thinks of a song in his head. All right, I have one.
She reaches forward and shakes your hand. What song was in your head?
It was a song that Gromp did a long time ago, that he would, one of his throwaway songs that he would just sing to make a little money to just appease people. But it wasn't one of his best songs.
As you shake the goblin's hand and she pushes the music box a little bit more towards you, she closes her eyes. And begins to hum the rhythm of that song that you were thinking. And when she gets 5 or 6 notes in, you have no idea what song she's humming. Never heard it before in your life.
Beautiful song. I'll keep it safe. Promise. Is there anything else you're looking to buy?
No, it's a really pretty song that you were humming, by the way. Sure, I don't know it, but yeah, this is it. Oh, no, I think this is it. This is
Pleasure doing business with you then. We'll be open all night.
Yeah. And scritch the mimic's head before putting it in my bag.
And as you close it, the teeth retract, the tongue like rolls back up into it, and boom, the song stops playing. And as you step away from the blue stall, it's about the same time that Wraught steps away from the red one.
Still chewing on my candy.
And you see what I described, Otto, about looking like she's carved out of wood and has roots growing from her feet.
What the hell?
What?
What? I don't think the spell does that. Like, what?
What spell? This is totally normal. It's totally normal.
Toad's about right. Yeah, you can say that. Do you want me to cut those? Do you want me to take?
No, I'm pretty sure it would take some heavy-duty Fey garden shears at this point. Let's just wait until it wears off. Let's go talk to the candy head.
Oh, all right. All right.
Did you get anything neat?
Oh, yeah, I got this music box and triple taps on the head of the music box to open.
The mimic chest opens and it begins to play the exact same song that it was earlier.
Yeah.
A song you don't recognize, Wraught.
Guess if it makes you happy.
I'm not really sure, but
You recognize this song, Otto, for what it's worth. This is still the lullaby.
oh, I know.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Just wanted to make sure we were clear on that.
Correct. Yup. I'm not really sure, but so let's go talk to the candy hamper man head and puts
Did
it
you
in the
give
thing.
them? God damn. All right.
And we're going to quickly cut back over to Kieren. Kieren, you are still where we left you, outside of that door near the rocking horse. What are you doing?
I want to get it, but I'm not gonna. That feels like a trap. So, I'm actually going to avoid the rocking horse for a minute because I think he probably needs his horn. And he's right next to the door, right?
Yep.
Is there any way I can get up onto the balcony without him seeing?
So this door doesn't have a balcony right next to it. This is just a door that leads in. If you wanted to try to find other balconies to get in, you certainly could try. Because there are several out here. It's just there's not one right above this door.
I'll probably go towards another door then, but Kai's gonna actually kind of retreat out of the garden and crouch down in himself. And I'm blanking on words today, Ethan. What was the unicorn's name? The one that we talked to her.
Oh, the one that you talked to, or the one that you were rescuing?
Lamorna.
The one we talked to. Lamorna, thank you.
Yes.
He's just gonna kind of crouch down in himself and curl into a little ball and go, Lamorna, if you can hear us, I think that she may have turned Eladon into a rocking horse, and I think that might be him. Unless there's other unicorns around that she's done this to. We have kids to find. I'm gonna try to find them. But I'm gonna come back for the rocking horse unless you know what to do. So that's that, I guess. He's gonna stand back up and go looking for another door.
You don't get a response, but as
I was not expecting one.
As you finish saying this, there is a very strong breeze that carries a sweet scent into the air. And you said you were looking for other balconies. There are 3 that you can spot. There is there are 2 that are about 20 feet up, and 1 that is only about 5 feet up off the ground.
Do any of them look open?
All of the doors are currently shut, but they do all have doors.
Do any of them have windows next to them?
Yes, the one of the ones that is 20 feet above the ground does, and so does the one that is only 5 feet up above the ground.
I'm going to try to get close to the one that's 5 feet off the ground and look in the window.
Sure, no problem.
Avoiding what I can that may have eyes.
5 feet up, not even needing to make a check to climb up there. You're invisible, no problem. You manage to get up here. The windows are dirty, but you kind of look up against it, and the room you look into looks like it has... The first thing you notice is that there are rolls and rolls and rolls of fabric. So much fabric in here. And then you notice all of the looms and other signs in here that let you know this is a sewing station, it certainly looks like. There are 2 figures that you see sitting at benches working. There are also several other figures moving or standing in this room that seem to be automatons of some variety or another. 2 of those tin soldiers that you saw earlier, along with one thing that looks like a child-sized but living doll that is currently standing behind and over the 2 figures who are seated at benches, and it has big old buttons for eyes.
Are the ones sitting at benches kids?
One
or size like children?
One of them definitely looks sized for a child. Very small, like probably about 2 feet tall. Looks like a young halfling. The other one looks like it's a little tougher to gauge the age of bugbears, unless you know bugbear biology well. But there is a young-looking, fluffy bugbear sitting at one of the benches as well.
I was going to make a mental note that there are possibly 2 children in this room, so that during the breakout, to make sure that they get out. And he's going to now try for the door that's 20 feet off the ground, if he can.
Okay.
Is there anything I can climb?
Well, you're definitely going to have to make an athletics check, as there is ivy growing up, and it is a tree, so it does have, occasional knots and divots in the bark where you can climb, but there is still a athletics component to this.
Ethan, if I make a survival check first for movement, would I be able to get, if it does well enough, advantage on athletics? Because
I'll allow that. So essentially scouting your path.
I'm not strong.
Scouting your path. I'll allow that. That sounds fun.
17.
17.
Roll as well, +5.
All right. Yeah, you manage to scout up a low pathway. Now, my question for you really quick is, would you be going towards the 20-foot tall balcony that is more towards the back of Loom Lurch, or more towards the front? Middle.
The one that had the windows. You said one of them
Yes.
had windows.
Okay. So we are still going towards the windows. No problem.
I'd like to see what I'd be getting
Then
into.
could you make me an athletics check for climbing up? This will be with advantage.
Great, because I have a -2. Thank you for the advantage, because one was a 3. The other was the 18, but still -2 is a 16.
The one that you manage to climb up and you look through these windows. What you see in here is similar in a way, but a much larger space with even more children in here. And just from the window, you can hear a loud rhythmic clattering from the machines that are at work inside this mill-like area. There are 3 large freestanding looms that dominate this chamber. Several small goblin-like creatures with wrinkled pinkish skin are walking all around here, as are a number of tin soldiers. And I think right now, with Kieren standing outside on one of the balconies looking into Loom Lurch, with Gromp standing powerlessly waiting in Liamon's tiny hut, with Melon and Bodie and Rune waiting for the signal, and Otto and Wraught going to talk to Chucklehead to see if they can set up a meeting with Scabatha Nightshade. Yes, Morgan, that is where we're going to leave off tonight's session. And because this is a perfect stopping point, because now we're going to start making moves from here. That is a perfect stopping point. And I think based off of what people were saying, we'll be back next week to see what happens. So my friends, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you who was in the stream, but all of you who took the time to play this game and tell this story. I mean it when I say it's my favorite thing in the world, and it's even better when I get to do it with my favorite people. So thank you for being here so much. We have, just so you know, tomorrow, a Mothership one-shot called Dying on Hardlight Station, based off of Die Hard. This will be absolutely insane from about the 8-minute mark on. On Tuesday, we have the next episode. Oh, no, we don't. On Tuesday, we do not. We are currently in the process of rescheduling the previous City of the Crimson Tower episode, so keep your eyes open for that announcement. But we will also be back with WYLDE Beyond in 1 week. So, before I say goodbye to these wonderful people, just a few quick things. First of all, if you haven't followed the Twitch channel so you get notified when we're live, why not do that? It's free. If you feel like subbing, why not do that? It's not free. But we appreciate all of you.
But you need a really good Dom if you're going to do that.
That's true. There's a lot of communication. We appreciate you all so
I
much.
Get up to 5. It's like I'm a dummy daddy. Don't worry about it.
And I just want people to go around, say where our wonderful viewers can find you, anything you've got going on. Until next time, Mav, why don't you lead us off?
It's your favorite black guy on the internet here. See how I brought that back around? You can find me here on Twitch at Digital Clubhouse TV. We're currently I'm currently playing through Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I finally made it official with Harding today. I'm super excited about that. We've also started round robining either Fortnite. We play Marvel Rivals here on this channel, on my channel, gang. I am Mother on Marvel Rivals, and we are going to be throwing Helldivers 2 back into rotation, which we'll be playing tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be during a little bit before this, but I'm hoping to finish up in time to where I can give you to these guys and watch the rest of the show. As for my schedule this week, it's a toss up. I'll let you guys know. I don't know what I have planned, but hey, I play video games on Black Internet, and I love you guys. And yeah, have a Christmas.
And we love you.
Yay,
Joe.
Hi guys, you can find me on Etsy at Terrible Trio Crafts. I make dice that roll really well for you specifically, and if they don't, they did their best. Don't blame them too much. Other than that, not too much going on. I think Sarah and I might try to set up a new streaming channel in the new year. So if you want to watch Sarah and I play stupid games like the Uncharted series and drink while we do it, you can look forward to that next year.
We will keep up looking for announcements for that. Morgan.
Hey, I'm somebody that you can only find if you know where to look for it online.
He's a cryptid.
I think that's a few
Unencrypted.
people.
Yeah. Other than that, I've been paying minis, and that's about it.
And that is dope. Devon, since we're talking about people you can only find online if you know how.
Yep. Good luck finding me.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Say you love someone that you love today.
Mm-hmm.
Spend some time with family or friends during the holidays. And if you can't, reach out to someone and tell them you care about them.
Amen. Great. Great advice right there, man. Sarah.
No pressure, Joe. Thanks. I guess we have to start playing Uncharted again. Oh boy.
Oh,
Hi.
that's a hardship.
I'm Sarah, but you can also find me in various places. Califrac. I don't post anything or haven't lately because Joe and I share an account. We're gonna start working on stuff again, though. I've got like the vibe for cosplay. The vibe is returning. So technically, Joe, the Terrible Trio Creations, is also like shared by me. But you know, I travel a lot, so I'm not online very often because I teach people about satellites. So I'm pretty busy with that. But love you all.
And Lauren, where can we find you?
I'm all over the internet.
That's true.
So have fun. I'm Thousand Faces Cosplay. You can find me at Thousand Faces Cosplay pretty much anywhere. I'm here a lot playing TTRPGs, which is so much fun. I'll be at some conventions this coming year. Really excited about those as well. Just looking forward to focusing on my projects and the people in my life and really enjoying this short amount of time we have on this weird little spin and rock. So love yourself and be as good as you can to anyone and everyone you meet. Okay, love you, bye.
All great advice. Well, the last thing that I am going to say, y'all, last few announcements. First of all, I started something new, and that is, started listing games on Start Playing Games. So if you want to play in a D&D or Mothership campaign with me as the DM, go look up Ethan the Buff DM. Right now, all I have listed is Mothership, 2 games there, but got 2 more D&D ones that will be getting listed in the next 24 or 48 hours. The Fandelver and Below campaign, perfect for newbies. So if you've wanted to learn how to play D&D, haven't been able to find a group, check that out. See if it's the right option for you. The other thing I will say is go buff yourself. We put a lot of time and effort into that, so we appreciate every single listen. But
So much time, so much effort.
We-
Ethan, not me.
hey, it counts. We are going to initiate a raid here. Thank you all so much for being here. Seriously, appreciate you. Like Devon said, do something good today. Tell someone that they matter to you. Life is short. Take advantage of that time. You never know how much you have. We love
Also,
you.
you matter to me.
And you matter to me. We love you all, and until we see you tomorrow, take care of yourselves, drink some water, be good, and stay wild. Bye, friends.
Bye, friends. Happy holidays.
And we are